Most fruits in the grocery store you know. Like the faces of familiar actors, you recognize them without a second thought. But amid the ordinary sometimes appears the extraordinary. And jackfruit is the most extraordinary of them all. Among the cast of apples, oranges, and bananas, jackfruit appears like Godzilla in the produce aisle. Seeing one of these in person is truly a shock to the senses. Between its reptilian skin and sheer size and weight, these can be up to 100 pounds, jackfruit is literally the monster among fruits. But even monsters can be nice inside, and what's in this fruit will surprise you. Today I'm going to reveal what jackfruit is all about, how to find and buy jackfruit, and of course how to cook and eat it. Let's get jacked. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And today we are diving into this monster, jackfruit. And yes, jackfruit is the correct answer to last week's trivia. A lot of you folks knew exactly what this is. Congratulations to these folks who were among the first to properly identify jackfruit. So let's begin with probably the first thing you're wondering, what in the world is jackfruit? Jackfruit is believed to be native to southwestern India, but today it's grown in places as far-flung as Sri Lanka, Thailand, Brazil, and even parts of Africa. Its headline is that it's the world's largest tree fruit, with the biggest ones weighing around 100 pounds. Though the ones you see in stores probably won't be that big. So this guy here, for instance, is around 20 pounds. And that probably brings up the next thing you're wondering, where do you even buy one of these? Well, you might be surprised. I see them occasionally at mainstream grocery stores, but in talking to one produce manager, he admitted they don't always sell that well and he has to throw them out. That's a shame because these aren't exactly cheap. At about $1 or more per pound, that's quite a bit of money down the drain and a waste of a lot of food. So if you're looking for fresh jackfruit like this at your local Kroger or Albertsons, well, it might be hit or miss. But the kind of store that you're far more likely to find them on the regular is at an Asian store. And that makes sense since these are grown in Asia and, well, it's popular in Asian recipes. I'm a fan of such stores. But jackfruit is really a tale of two fruits. That's because it's available both fresh and canned, and either ripe or unripe. And its taste, texture, and usage varies wildly depending on what kind of jackfruit you get. So this jackfruit is ripe, and inside of it, well, this is the jackfruit. And yes, I will show you how I obtained all of this from one of these in a moment. But these are called arils, and what they do is they cover a seed. So this is the fruit of jackfruit, and if you're wondering what it tastes like, well, have you ever had juicy fruit gum? It tastes remarkably similar. This stuff is delicious. It's very tropical. It's got like hints of mango and pineapple and banana. I mean, taste-wise, it's delicious. And you can use the ripe fruit like this, well, in any way that you would use other types of fruit. You could eat it as is. You could put it in smoothies. You could use it as a dessert. It's really quite delicious. It's chewy, it's tropical. It's like the original juicy fruit. Now you'll know that fresh jackfruit is ripe in a couple of ways. First of all, the exterior will turn kind of from a bright green to more of an olive green with shades of yellow and brown. but moreover, well, you'll smell it, and it smells wonderful. It lets off this sweet aroma, again, similar to pineapple and mango. It just kind of perfumes your whole kitchen, and well, that is probably the best indicator to let you know that it is ripe and it is ready to be cut up. Unripe or young jackfruit, however, well, it doesn't really look like fruit at all, and its taste and texture is far different. As far as taste, well, it's remarkably like an artichoke, so it's a lot more like a vegetable. But the real game changer here with this stuff is when you cook it. See, you can actually kind of shred this, and when you shred it and cook it, it's very meat-like, particularly pulled pork. This means jackfruit can be used in both sweet or savory applications, depending on whether it's ripe or unripe. It really is a culinary chameleon. Now, if you want to try jackfruit in either of its forms, good news. You don't have to potentially break your back and buy one of these things and, get it open. That's because jackfruit, both ripe and unripe, is available in cans and even pouches. So it's far easier to access and use jackfruit that way, and of course in a can it's never going to go bad. Still, I know you're probably curious about how you do open up one of these things and get the fruit out, and well, I did that earlier this week. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I am not a jackfruit harvesting expert, so doing this was actually my first time. I mean, I'd eaten jackfruit before, but we didn't even open one of these things in culinary school, so it was a new experience for me. So you could do this if you're very ambitious, but if not, well, here's my cautionary tale of how it went. The first thing to know about fresh jackfruit is it is extremely sticky, both inside and out. So the first thing I did was I oiled up my knife blade to help prevent sticking. I also put on a glove so that my hand didn't become glued to the fruit. Then it was time to cut. I'm sure there's several ways to cut jackfruit, but I just went with what I had seen on some other videos online. I put the tip of my knife blade in, and I cut around the jackfruit so that I could open it in half. I used a sharp chef's knife for this, and it worked, I guess, pretty well, but if I were to do it again, I might try a serrated knife. The skin is very tough, and boy is it sticky. If you attempt this on your own, especially for the first time, just take your time with it and be careful, especially if you oil up your hand, because your hand might slip on the knife blade, so just be very careful if you try this. Eventually, I got the thing open, and wow, what a beautiful inside, and the lovely aroma that comes off of it. It's so sweet and it's so fragrant. I couldn't help but start scooping out the fruit with a spoon, and fresh jackfruit, OMG, it is so delicious. But if you do decide to do this, don't get ahead of yourself. You'll ultimately want to quarter the jackfruit and then cut out that hard center piece. Then from there, you'll just want to remove the arils piece by piece. In all, this took me probably half an hour or more to disassemble this jackfruit and get all the fruit out. Oh, and don't forget about and don't waste those big seeds. Remember how I said jackfruit is a tale of two fruits? Well, it's more like three if you include the seeds. That's because you can cook those as well. You can either roast or boil them, and they're delicious. They are very meaty, and they remind me a lot of chestnuts. I boiled the seeds for the better part of an hour until their tough outer shell came off. From there, I could mash the soft center. Again, these are so meaty and so delicious. So after seeing that, you can probably understand why I just recommend buying it pre-packaged in cans or even in pouches. And I must say, the canned stuff is great. Even the canned fruit, well, I think it's remarkably good. And, well, I think it tastes just as good, if not better, than the fresh stuff. Well, it's packed in this sweet syrup, so that always helps. Now, canned jackfruit, again, it is widely available at Asian stores. You'll find all sorts of varieties, but I was pleasantly surprised to find this stuff even at mainstream grocery stores like my local Sprouts. And while this ripe jackfruit is sweet and delicious, I've been having a great time actually cooking with the unripe jackfruit. And I can see why vegans love this stuff, because it really replicates meat. It's got that meaty texture, and because it is on the blander side, it means that it can take on just about any flavor you want it to. It also shreds like a champ. I made jackfruit pulled pork style sandwiches by opening a can, draining the brine, and then shredding the fruit. This didn't take much work and was far easier than messing with that giant fresh one, whose fruit would probably be way too sweet for this application anyways. Thankfully, this stuff is not at all sticky either. I simply worked the jackfruit in my fingers, shredding it like meat. From there, I mixed it with some barbecue sauce, then threw it in a hot skillet with oil. This can be heated and even fried up a bit to resemble pulled pork or carnitas. Then simply use the jackfruit meat as you would regular meat. In this case, I piled it on a bun with some crunchy slaw. The taste is absolutely delicious and quite convincing. Of course, unlike meat, there's no fat, no cholesterol, and very few calories. Now, if you're on the fence about this stuff and just kind of curious about jackfruit and what it's all about, I think potentially the easiest way to try it is buy it pre-packaged in something like this. I purchased this product not really knowing how it was going to be, and I was delighted with it. It was easy to find here again at my local Sprouts, and it's shelf stable. So unlike meat, you could just put this in a pantry and it'll be ready to use whenever you want. It's not going to spoil like meat. When ready to use, simply open the packet of the pre-marinated jackfruit and sizzle it up in a skillet. These made absolutely delicious jackfruit tacos. I got about 4 tacos worth from one package, and at about $5 a package, that meant each taco only cost a little over $1. That's a terrific value as well. So there you go, my friends, Jackfruit 101. I hope this helps you understand what this strange looking fruit is all about and, well, what it's like to actually eat and use. But now I want to hear from you. Do you use jackfruit? Are you a fan? Maybe you have some favorite family recipes for jackfruit. I would love for you to share in the comments below. Okay, trivia time. We are going from something very big last week to something tiny this week. This little brown orb. I'll give you a hint. It's not a peppercorn. If you know what this is, or if you have a guess, put it in the comments below, and I will of course let you know the correct answer in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hey, if you liked this video on jackfruit, you are going to love this one on burdock root. Be sure to check that out.